Let's just make sure this thing works. Ha! Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Live on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. It's Vanessa Simpkins here. I want to talk with you guys today. I want to teach you and train you how to overcome sales objections. This is for you if you're a coach, a consultant, an online expert, if you're selling your services, if you're a health coach, a life coach, a fitness coach, if you're a business coach, if you're a relationship coach. Guess what? You are a sales expert. Yay! And I guarantee that if you are selling your services, you are having sales conversations, and you must come up against people telling you, oh, you know, I really want to do this program, but I have to think about it. Or they tell you, I really, really want it, but gosh, that's more money than I thought it was going to cost. Like, I don't have the money. So if this is you and you're having these conversations with people and you're tired of your prospects telling you, I have to think about it and I don't have the money, join us here today. It's going to rock your freaking world. What's up, Candace? Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me live. Again, my name is Vanessa Simpkins. I run Take Your Power Back Now, which is a women's empowerment coaching company. And we teach women all around the world how to sell their services as a highly paid coach, whether they do that online through paid advertising and awesome things like Facebook, or they do workshops and they enroll clients by hosting workshops and speaking events. We teach our clients, women all over the world, come to our 8-week bootcamp, and we teach them how to get really clear on their targeting, on their audience, on their marketing messages. We help them package their services and then sell them, guys. To create a 6-figure income as a coach or expert. What's up, Jennifer? So today I want to talk to you guys about one of the biggest problems that coaches face, which is having, problems with sales. You do everything right. You have the website, you have an email list, you have a free gift. Oh my gosh. Maybe you have an advertisement going and you're really, wow, you've got your program all done up and you're doing advertising. Finally get somebody on the phone and you have a conversation with them and they tell you, I have to think about it. I don't have the money. That's what I want to focus today's conversation on. Let me know if you guys are joining me. If you have any questions, type them here below in the chat box. Oh, and here's the real problem, you guys. The real problem is that you are dealing with unicorn riders, my friends. You're dealing with unicorn riders. That's right. Your clients, your prospects are unicorns. And you think they're so cute, these unicorns. Let me say, look at this. These unicorns are, look at that. Look at that scary thing. Scary shit right here, okay? Your clients and your prospects are on the phone with you because their life isn't working, okay? Their life is not working and something's wrong with them. And in the majority of cases, your clients are so disconnected from the pain of what's not working in their life. I call them unicorn riders. They are riding high above their emotional bullshit. Okay. It's painful. Human beings, we're creatures of habit, right? You're asking them to invest thousands of dollars and hire you as a coach, a consultant, a mentor, a trainer you're going to help them lose 20 pounds. You're going to help them make more money in their business. You're going to help them have a better relationship, find Mr. Right, find Mrs. Right. You're going to help their kids sleep at night. You're going to help them get rid of their irritable bowel syndrome, whatever the hell they got a problem with. It's going to require change. Human beings are creatures of habit. And dealing with the emotional pain of their actual situation is so horrendous that instead of talking with people about it, they just, they ride a unicorn. Oh, this nice little unicorn. Okay, they're so flying 500 miles above their emotional reality. Oh, I'm just going to solve it. Oh, I'm just going to manifest it. Oh, I'm just going to fix it. Unicorns need to be killed, man. They are evil freaking things. Evil, evil. Look at how freaking terrifying this is. I had a lot of fun with this with my clients yesterday. You can get these on Amazon, by the way. Okay, look at that. So it's actually, your clients are amazing people. Your potential clients are amazing people, but they will never buy from you ever. They will never, ever buy from you if you let them ride on this imaginary unicorn above their emotional problems. And that's what you're doing on sales calls every single day. And that's why they're not buying. Take out a pen and paper, folks. I'm going to help you guys make a shit ton of money and actually enroll people in your programs and actually serve people and help people and impact people. Sales is all about helping people say yes to themselves and yes to the change and yes to the transformation. And they're going to fight internally like hell. Why? Because humans are creatures of habits. And you're not really talking to a human being. You're talking to an ego. And the ego is riding a unicorn fly high above their emotional problems. You must kill the unicorns, okay? They are evil things. I'm telling you, I have so much fun with this thing in my sales team. So what's really happening, right? What's really happening on a sales call? You're having a conversation with them. They're telling you their problems. They're telling you what they want to get. You tell them the price of your program, and then they tell you, I have to think about it or I don't have the money. Somebody chime in here and let me know why are people doing that? What's really going on here? What's really going on here if you're getting objections like that on the sales call? Type in the chat box. I'm curious to see what you guys think about all this. I'm going to have a sip of my green smoothie here. It's very green. That's a very big green smoothie. Okay, so what is it? Why are people not, you get to the end of the sales call, they tell you I have to think about it, I don't have the money. What's really going on here? What's really going on here is you have not done a good job at landing the unicorn. Okay. Now, the unicorn is flying high above their emotional BS. Okay. They don't want to really feel the emotional impact of, God, if I don't make more money, if I don't change my working situation, I'm going to get, stressed out, burnt out, and have a stroke. Or they don't really want to connect with, if my if I don't freaking meet Mr. Right, I'm going to go to another, Thanksgiving dinner single. And all my sisters and brothers are there with their kids and their wives, and I'm going to be there single again. I'm going to have to go to my sister's wedding single again. Or, my son's getting married and I got to lose 50 pounds. I got 2 months. They don't want to deal with the reality, with the emotional pain of their reality. That's what I call the unicorn rider. Your clients are riding 5 miles, 10 miles above their emotional pain. Now, what you want to do is you want to get the unicorn to land on the ground and walk through the gate, the only gate that's open, called your program. That's where they're going to get the desired outcome. How do you do that? How do you do that? Well, I'll tell you how not to do that. When people get on the phone with you and you're a sales professional, that's what you are. Before you become a coach, you are a sales professional. If you're not marketing and selling yourselves, you're never going to coach anybody. Okay, so let's get clear. You're a paid problem solver, number one. Number two, you're a sales professional. Number three, you're a marketer. And then you get to be a coach. Number four, that's coaching. You don't get to do any of this until you get really good at this part. Don't even think you're going to hire other people to do it for you until you can do it yourself and then teach other people to do it for you. All right. Now, we have some of our clients, I'm going to show you guys some testimonials here. Some of our clients in our 10K and 30-day program are doing $16,000 in their 8-week boot camp. Never made sales before like this. And this is what we show you how to do. All right. So if you're getting on the phone with people, and this is a big problem we see coaches have, is they don't want to insult people. I don't want to insult them. I want this person to buy from me. I need them to buy. I need them to like me. Coaches, people are not hiring a coach to be their friend. People are hiring you to call them out on their BS and to help them change their life. All right. So coaches like, I don't want people to feel bad on the phone. This is a major problem. You guys should be writing this down. Your clients have to feel the emotional, physical, financial, spiritual pain and the consequences of that pain of not solving their problems right now. People need to feel the physical, emotional, financial, spiritual pain of not solving their problems and the consequences of not solving their problems now. Now, when they do that, when you're able to have that kind of communication with your clients on the phone, you're not going to have people say, I don't have the money, I have to think about it. All right. They're going to come face to face. The unicorn is going to come from the high flying unicorn is going to land on the ground. All right. And then you're going to walk the unicorn into the gate, into your program. Okay. Remember, unicorns, if you guys are following this conversation, they're evil fucking creatures. Okay. There's nothing nice about these unicorns. These people think they're so nice, flying high. You're not serving your clients if you're buying their BS and you're letting them fly high on unicorns and you're not getting to the truth and the consequences of what's going to happen in their life if they don't do something right now. You're not serving your clients. You're not. Because if your clients could have done it without your help, they wouldn't be on the phone with you, number one. If your clients didn't have a big problem, they would be out baking cookies and having orgasms, folks. They would not be on the phone with you. So they have a major problem. How do you know? They're on the phone with you and they're not out baking cookies and having orgasms. Okay. A lot of them are going to come in flying on a unicorn. I don't have a problem. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to manifest it. I'm just going to manifest it. I'm going to manifest it. You're going to manifest it. Oh yeah. Bet you follow up with those people in a year or two and they're even worse off. Okay. I don't want you guys to, I don't want you guys to struggle with your sales calls. I want you guys to nail it. Right? What's up, Missy and Megan, Anna? Hey, Jolene, welcome. Welcome to our live today. Let me know if you guys have any questions about our topic. We're talking about how to handle sales objections. And if you're joining us here, this is your first call. Let me know what questions you have. We're talking about landing the unicorn. When people tell you I have to think about it or I don't have the money, it's because you haven't gotten clear with them about the real pain and the real problems that are happening in their life right now and the emotional, physical, mental, spiritual consequences of not solving those problems right now. I guarantee you do that, and you're going to have a very different sales conversation with people. They're going to move heaven and earth to get the money for you. You're not in the business of talking to people. You're in the business of talking to egos, and egos are terrified of change. They're terrified of failure. You're actually talking to people who are making decisions based on the past. So there's a lot of education that has to come around here, especially if you're a coach. A lot of coaches don't want people to feel bad. And again, your clients are interviewing you. If they're able to sell you on their BS and you're just going to let them get away with it and not actually deal with what's really true here, what's really going on, find out why they're on the phone with you, they're never going to hire you. Why would somebody pay thousands of dollars to hire a coach that's not able to freaking get to the truth with them? That doesn't make any sense, right? So rule number one, you have to have enough, kind of guts or grit or balls to talk about what's really going on. Talk about the truth. The truth about what, Vanessa? What the problems are and what will happen to them if they don't solve those problems right now. What will happen in 2-3 days? What will happen in 5 days? What will happen in 5 months from now if you don't solve that problem? Guys, if you're not willing to get real and honest with these prospects on the phone, they're never going to become your clients. You're going to waste your time, go get a job. You don't need to be a coach. All right. You have to become masters at helping people say yes to their transformation. You're dealing with egos. You're not dealing with people. And egos are concerned with wanting to be safe. Now, the other reason why you might hear this objection, I have to think about it, I don't have the money, is because if you're not getting to the real pain points on the phone with people, they're never going to buy. Why? Because people buy to move away from pain. People buy to move away from pain. Hey, what's up, Cherie? Now, we give you scripts in our 10K in 30-day program. We work with you on objection handling. We help you get really clear about what problems you solve for profit. Hey, what's up, Leslie? And if you're interested in finding out more about our program, I'm going to drop the link for you guys here. You can go or take a look at our website. 10K in 30-day program is an online 8-week boot camp. And we show you very clearly in 8 weeks or less how to make sales as a coach, whether you're selling your coaching services for $1,500, $3,000, $20,000, doesn't really matter. What you do need real clarity on is who is your audience? What problems do they solve for profit? What is your program called? What are you selling? How much does it cost? What are your payment plans? How are you going to take the money? How are you going to market yourself? We show you a very simple $5 a day paid advertising strategy. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of women over the last 10 years skyrocket their confidence and cash flow. And you're welcome, Cherie. And if you want to work personally with me and my team and really nail your sales this year, this is really the game changer for you. All right. Get some help with this. If you're not enrolling sales, if you have bad concepts, if you have, oh my gosh, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to sound manipulative. I don't want to feel like I'm hustling people. All of those ideas that you have about selling and salespeople have to be transformed. If you don't see selling as serving, you're never going to make it as a coach. Hey, what's up, Pari? So you're welcome for the link. I'm also going to drop for you guys here in the chat box. If you want to work with me and my team in the 8-week bootcamp, here is the link. There's a link to schedule a free breakthrough call with my team. They'll get on the phone with you and they'll find out what's going on with your sales calls. Maybe you have an issue with your branding, with your marketing. Maybe it's a clarity issue. Maybe it's a belief issue. Maybe you have still some really gnarly gremlins about selling and sales or icky and bad. Maybe you're just confused about what comes first. Maybe you're like a lot of our clients. You spent tons of money on stupid funnels and silly things and writing books. And you're like, where are my clients? I had a VIP day with a woman who spent $100,000. She had books, she had funnels, she had webinars, no clients. It was unbelievable. I said, hey, stop all this crap. Do this, make this offer. Here's the script. Boom. She started enrolling people. Cherie says, I'm begging to change my thoughts. I want to be of service. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cherie, take a look at our 10K in 30-day program. I think it would be perfect for you. Hey, what's up? Pari says 10K in 30 days. Absolutely amazing program. Thank you so much for sharing that. Leslie says my group has grown to over 1,200 people and is hopping, and I have sales calls each week easily. Right on, Leslie. Guys, this is available to you, right? I think what prevents a lot of coaches from having the results in their business, from having the sales calls, is what goes on in between here. And you've got to change your outlook on, selling into serving. And you really want to have the right outlook. So again, we talked about killing the unicorn riders. I'm just going to do a little quick recap with you guys here today. Why are people telling you on the phone, I have to think about it and I don't have the money? What does that mean? If people are telling you, I have to think about it, I don't have the money at the end of your sales call, what have you failed to do as a coach, as a salesperson? What have you failed to do? Why do people actually buy? Number one biggest problem that coaches have is they're afraid of insulting people and making people feel bad. Guys, you have to get them to understand, communicate, and feel the emotional, physical, financial, spiritual consequences of not solving their problems today. If you don't do that on the sales call, they will not buy, because people buy to get away from pain. And again, people ride these unicorns. What do I mean by that? They're riding 500 miles above their emotional pain because it's too painful to really even be honest about, if I don't make this coaching thing work, I will invest in $30,000 and I'll be a failure and my husband will divorce me. That's pretty freaking raw, man. That's the truth right there. Well, what the hell are you going to do about that? If people aren't making decisions and taking action, they're just living in delusion and procrastination and don't think that their life is going to get any better. It's not. It's going to get worse. So a lot of times, new coaches are like, well, what can I charge thousands of dollars for? I don't even believe that I have something that's worth $3,000, Vanessa. What can I charge for $3,000? Well, let's figure this out. What service, what knowledge, what wisdom, what experience have you had in your life that we can package? And the next part is marketing. And the next part is selling, having sales calls. And, the people that you get on the phone with, how would you like it if you had a sales attraction system that would get people to show up on the call, having all their frequently answered questions answered in advance, and they've decided that they're ready to buy from you? How would that change your business? Go ahead, type it in the chat box. How would that change your business if in the next little while, In the next 8 weeks, let's just say, I'm just saying, our program is an 8-week boot camp. In the next 8 weeks, you could have a system that would funnel and filter your clients, and they would show up on sales calls with you, already decided that they want to do business with you. How would that change your life? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. This is what we teach our clients in their sales. We call it a sales attraction system. It's a system to attract leads and sales to your offers. If you don't have that, if you don't have it systemized, you don't really have a business. You have a, you're just hoping and praying. You don't want to be hope and praying marketing. You guys want to be serving your clients, right? Well, these are the systems that you need to have if you're going to be serious about being a real 6-figure coach. And I'm going to share with you guys here just a recent client testimonial. Let me go and find her. This is really interesting. One of our clients just graduated and she said, Vanessa, I made over $16,000. Let me just find it here for you guys to show you what is possible. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. I'm going to go inside the 10K in 30-day mastermind. Brittany says, hey, it's my last week in the program. This whole experience was magical. I made $16,800, changed my life forever. Vanessa Simpkins, what an amazing mentor. I couldn't thank you enough for showing me how and making me prove anything is possible. Life is different now. I'm adjusting my new lifestyle. Also fell in love with your right-hand ladies. You keep me going through the ups and the downs, Megan and Courtney. And Kimberly, thank you so much. All right, here we're in on the inside. I'm taking you guys on the inside of the 10K and 30 mastermind and showing you what's possible. What would happen? What would it be like in your life if you could make $16,000 in the next 8 weeks? Now, listen, Brittany's a rock star. Okay, she is an amazing freaking coach and mentor. She showed up like that, and she showed up willing to learn, and she showed up coachable. Every week she showed up and said, Vanessa, I got questions. Vanessa, I got questions about this. Now what? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? And every week she'd go off, she'd leave the calls. Every week she'd show up on the live Q&A and she's like, I got questions about this. And she'd go off and she'd implement it. And she'd come back next week. Oh, I fixed that problem, but now I got this problem. Okay, go and do these 3 things. And then she'd go and fix those 3 things. She'd come back and she'd go, now I fixed that problem, but now I got this problem. Great. Great. That's what you guys are as coaches. You're paid problem solvers. So how would that change your life if you could figure out how to market and sell your services and generate $16,000 in the next 8 weeks? Pretty freaking cool. That's what's possible for you when you know what to do and when you have it in the right order. Megan says, it would help me be able to find my purpose while also having financial freedom. I'm interested in the program, but I saw an email that you don't work with people who do MLMs. Yeah, we do work actually with people who do multiple marketing, but what we do is we show you how to make money selling your services. So for example, Megan, it sounds like you're a health coach and you use products. That's great. I'm not against it, but if you want to make $10,000 a month, the easiest, fastest way to do it is to cook up a program. Let's say we charge $3,000 for it. You only need 3 of those, right? To hit your goals, 3 and 3.5. And then you can also put in a budget inside that program. We have a lot of coaches that do that. Actually, currently clients that are right now in our program. And, let's say they have $300 of products per month. So you're just going to budget that and you're going to include that in the price of your program. So absolutely apply. Make sure that you do get in touch with somebody from our team. And we do work with people who do multi-level marketing, but we show you how to sell services, and you can include that you can include your products in there, but you're going to make a lot more money selling services instead of, trying to make $10,000 by selling 25,000 different canisters of a $50 smoothie shake, right? Where you make $12 a shake. What's easier, selling 3 programs or selling 25,000, canister shakes? You get the point. Missy, it would give me the opportunity to buy my dream car, pay my rent with ease, upgrade my wardrobe, pay off some old hospital bills. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Change your life. If you remember, Brittany is, changed her whole life. This is, I'm adjusting to my whole new life. This is a whole new reality for me. What's possible for you and your family? You know, everything that you guys want, whether it's a $10,000 or $50,000 a month income, for some of you, it's just, God, Vanessa, if you could show me how to make $2,000 extra a month, I would quit my job. Change your whole life. You know, not have to drive an hour and a half back and forth to a job every day. So stop being in traffic. For some of our clients, they want to buy organic food. They want to take their family. One of my clients years ago, she was a nutritionist. And she said, I'm going to do your program, Vanessa, because I want to freaking take my husband to Italy and show him that my business is not like a joke. It's a real thing. Well, this woman blew her freaking sales through the roof and made more sales in the summertime when it was apparently a very dead market for her than ever before. So guys, we have the systems to help you. And if you don't have the systems, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You know, your clients are there. There are people, and service will never go out of business. There's always a market. There's always a market for, you know, getting results faster, better, easier, quicker. Coaching is just getting started, guys. It's just getting started. It's booming. Women's empowerment, booming, you guys. And if you're not enrolling clients, you know, you're not serving them. If you're hiding out, playing small because, oh, I invested once in a program, it didn't work. Oh, I tried something once, it didn't work. Oh, I'm afraid. What happens if it fails? What happens if it wins? What happens if I win and I succeed? Letting your emotions and letting all of the limitations make your decisions for you guys. You're gypping your clients of real transformation, and you're gypping yourself and your family. Really? Wouldn't it be nice to open up your laptop? Maybe you're going to do what I did and just take off and go live in Hawaii for, you know, I was in Canada. I left for Hawaii in 2007. I say I traded my shovel in for a red bikini, and I am a Canadian who moved to the paradise island of Kauai, Hawaii. Back in 2007, it was the worst winter. Well, every winter was the worst winter, but that one was really bad. And then I really moved there in 2013. I had to figure out online marketing. Imagine maybe that's you. Maybe you want to, you know, move and just leave whatever country you're in. And when you have an online coaching business, you can do it from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be, as long as you got a cell phone and a computer, can travel. You guys could be anywhere. What questions do you guys have for me here today? What questions do you guys have for me here today about sales? About marketing, about growing your coaching business? Go ahead and type them in the chat box below. I want to help you guys. I want you guys to all message me and email me and send me postcards, you know, from exotic locations around the world. Or maybe you're just sitting in your backyard and you put in a pool, or maybe you retired your husband, or maybe you just whacked down a whole bunch of debt. You know, when coaches really show up and live their purpose, and make that decision, that's great. But you also need to now up-level your skills. And the skills that you're going to have to learn if you're going to be serious about this and actually effectuate change and live your purpose and have clients to coach is you're going to have to learn how to be a marketer. You're going to have to learn copywriting. You're going to have to learn how to own your value. You're going to have to learn sales. All of these are very different skills. Most people that go and work for other people in a 9-to-5 job don't develop ever these skills. They just punch in, punch out, do my job. Rosalinda, what are some of the cheaper programs you have going and what do they teach? We don't have anything cheap right now because all of our programs come with coaching. And that's why we have coaching programs. You get to work with me, with my mindset mentors, because most people, you know, they digest videos and they watch content, but then they're like, well, this is a great idea, but how does it apply to my business? And they get stuck, right? They're like, oh, wow, this is so awesome, but what am I going to do my video about? What am I going to title it? I don't know. What am I going to call my program? So what we do is we give you training, and then we also give you coaches to work with you to apply that training. And Rosalinda, if you want to check on our website, all of our programs are on there. We do have a workshop profit secret system. if you want to just get, and I think we sell that on our website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com. Go and check out the products page. We do have a separate program. If you want to do it just on your own to do workshops, that's probably, if you wanted to get a cheaper program, that would be your best bet. 10K and 30-day program comes with a lot of support. A lot of support. That's where our clients get such great results. Missy says, this would also put me in the space to manifest my soulmate and create my family. Yes, absolutely. Listen, you know what's really interesting? Whenever we work with clients on, you know, their beliefs around money, sales, worthiness, deservingness, it also affects their love life, because money and love they're two very similar, you know, areas in your brain. Your concepts and beliefs about your self-worth also affect your money, but also your love. And when I first really started digging into this mindset work about 4 years ago, I think it was 2016, 2014, I got to California, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 2015 or 16, I had 4 clients that got engaged and married that year. True story. So that's really cool. I'd love, love, love for you to send me a wedding, you know, congratulations, a wedding card. I'm holding that vision for you. Cherie says, do you help with the writing? Yes, absolutely. Actually spent 3 hours on a live Q&A yesterday with our clients, and we covered the 10 things never to do as a marketer. You know, 10 things never to do as a copywriter. Actually give you an offer Bible. One of our, you know, I'm a master at sales. I'm a master at marketing. I'm a performer. I'm an amazing strategist, coach, copywriter. One of the things that that new coaches really struggle with, you know, they hire us in this program to learn about copywriting. They don't know how to make offers. What's a good offer? What do I say? What's the headline going to be? What do I put in the middle? So I decided a couple of years ago to create an offer Bible. And we're actually updating it. It started off as like 50 pages of the best emails, copywritten offers that our clients have used and made millions of dollars within the last 8 years. And it's helped our clients get such amazing results. I decided to update it. So we're in the process of doing that, but I'll show you. We actually give you a Bible. Okay. It's called the Offer Bible. And it's got over 50 pages of, hey, copy and paste, use this. You know, this has worked for our clients, right? You want to model success. You want to model success. What does that mean? It means stop reinventing the wheel, use what works, right? And you're going to have to learn, you know, things like copywriting. So let me share with you, this is our Offer Bible right here. And it comes inside the program. And these are things, if you want, you could, what I suggest our clients do is, hey, pull this every single day, use a different offer from our Offer Bible. Some of them are meant just to create conversations and engagement. Some of the posts are emails with specific headlines. Some of the posts are, you know, different things to get people to, you know, see you as an expert and reach out and want to book a sales call with you. And then go through your sales attraction process. Sales attraction system, which is a way to qualify the right prospects and disqualify the wrong prospects, right? You guys don't want to waste your time on the phone with people who aren't a good fit. You want to get rid of those people, right? You don't want any wet noodles on the phone. You don't want to waste your time. You want people that are serious and committed about creating the change that you're proposing. So the sales attraction system does that. And we help you set that up in our 8-week program. We teach you it, but then we also help you put the pieces in place. So by the end of the 8 weeks, when you leave our program, you guys have a system, you have paid advertising, you're attracting people from all over the world, and hopefully you have your first few sales. Now, a lot of our clients have a lot more than just a first few sales. I'm going to share with you guys here. Let's take a look while I'm sharing this. What's this? Fourth client signed today, still doing 3 calls from the Canary Islands. I'm on fire. I love it. She actually went to, that's one of our clients. She took her laptop and took off and went somewhere, and 4 clients while she's traveling. I mean, this is what you guys can have. You don't have to be freaking boom, $4,800. Again, she signed up. This is so fun, fast, and easy. I always try and ask my assistants to, snapshot these when people are inside the group so you guys can see that, hey, this actually did happen inside our groups, right? Just landed another high-end client. This happens all day long. 10K and 30-day mastermind. Why is this picture so big? Hey guys, I launched my business last week. I've made over $7,000 so far. I mean, this is amazing. This is what's possible for you guys. So what you need is a sales attraction system, and then you need to know how to make sales. You need to know how to handle objections. And I think a lot of clients struggle with this. This is a big learning curve. And, the truth is, if you guys want to be making $10,000 a month as a coach, there are a ton of coaches out there making it. Most of them are our clients because they've invested in the systems. They're not winging it. They're not guessing it. They're not trying to read a book or watch a YouTube video by themselves and banging their head against the wall 4 months later saying, why isn't it working? Right? Cherie says, so true, money and love. I have a problem grabbing people with my titles. Wow, I struggle with the writing. Yeah, Cherie, absolutely. We need to work on your copywriting. So I think you'd get a lot of value out of the offer Bible. And of course, from the coaching. So check out our program. We'll give you guys the rundown of the program on our website, and this is where you can apply. What other questions you guys have for me about sales, marketing, objection handling specifically? Let me know. Like Cherie says, I got a problem with the marketing part of it. That's the link. Megan says, how do you get your computer to make your picture smaller in the corner while showing us the group page at the same time? How did you do that? Very cool. Well, this is a program called Zoom. So we also share with our clients a bunch of different resources, like how to take the money, how to do trainings, the best websites, membership sites to use. All of that's on the inside. But this program that I'm using right now is called Zoom, and it's part of the screen share option. Yeah. Whereas Linda, even if I wanted to be coached with which I do, all coaches need coaches. I don't have that kind of money. I never have, and that makes me feel hopeless and that I would never be able to get to your level. Wow. Yeah. So, hey, Rosalinda, you know what? Here's what I can tell you. And I can talk about this now because my first book was about overcoming a bankruptcy. I'm just going to lift up my microphone here and show you that, I was several years ago, it was my first book called From Bankrupt to Making $900 a Day Selling Mops. And I did go bankrupt in 2006. I was, one of my first businesses that I tried, I was a multi-level marketer selling health stuff, shakes and smoothies. And I did not know about business back then. And I got caught up in all the hoopla and the fritz and the ritz and the tits and the dazzle. And I spent a lot of money on these products, and I didn't understand how to market. I didn't understand how important marketing and sales were. And I racked up like $62,000 of debt on my credit cards at 26 years old. And I declared bankruptcy. I was so super ashamed. And I really didn't, I thought like everyone would hate me, and really had a hard time, at that point in my life. And then I decided to learn sales. I went to an event and I saw this guy on stage, and he said, if you want to become the top 3% of the earners in the world, learn sales and get a job that pays you on commission so that you can see by how much money that you make that you're improving. And so I did. I got a job selling mops. Okay. Mops and lint removers, guys. And very quickly, learned how to sell and started making $400, $500, $1,000 a day on commission. So maybe you're in a tight situation right now. Maybe you don't think that you could ever get there, but I guarantee you absolutely can if you want it bad enough. And if you're willing to show up, invest in yourself, and learn what it is you don't know. And that's for everybody. You know why I can say that? Because I've been bankrupt and now I'm a millionaire. And that's actually why we have our programs the way that we do, because I wished somebody was able to show me how to overcome my own fear so I could thrive. Right? That's why I do what I do. There's a lot of business coaches out there in the world, Rosalinda. There's a lot of them. And I'm really interested in empowering women. I really think that women are going to change the world. The Dalai Lama said the Western woman is here to, change the world. And I believe that it's because we're creating new standards. The women set new standards with everybody, with our families, with our children, with our husbands, with our friends, with our families, with our colleagues, with our bosses. It's us. We set the standards. And if you have a good guy in your life, well, he's going to respect your feelings and he's going to want to make you happy and do whatever he can to help do that. That's what a good man does. If you have a man in your life or a partner in your life that doesn't honor or value your feelings, you need to get rid of him. You need to get rid of him. Okay. I've been there too. My second book, I wrote all about surviving a narcissistic relationship with a narcissist. The guy nearly killed me. My own choice. I stayed in that relationship for 8 years, went back and forth. I could never leave, gave all my power away. It was horrible. And he quite literally nearly killed me, quite literally. That was quite a freaking wake-up call. I got a big wake-up call. And I felt, again, like a big failure. And then I started learning about, how I was giving my power away and about resistance and about belief structures and wow, all the things that went on in my family. I spent a whole year saying, I'm going to heal my whole life. And I got rid of that guy. And thank God I did. And that was the start of my business. When I wasn't focused on trying to fix this unfixable person and I started fixing myself, what I actually did have control over, holy smokes, did my life change. And I ended up making, I think it was $90,000 my first year as a coach back in, I don't know what year that would be, 2008, 2009, something like that, 10 years ago. And I was also selling mops. So I made about the same $80,000, $90,000 a year selling mops. And that first year as a coach, I replaced my income. And that was it. I started teaching, I got started in this business, teaching women how to understand their own mind, their fear and their limitations and their self-doubt and all the negative stories that were telling themselves about being able to, change their life. And then I started teaching them what I was learning on the mop stage. And that's how I started my business. It was really, really cool. So Rosalinda, you can do this. Don't let the freaking excuses sell you or rob you from your future. That's what I want to say about that. Jolyn says, I love your mindset. I got the vision for this a few years ago. Awesome. Shri says, yes, been down that road. Jolyn, been there, done that. Yep. So here's the deal, guys. You have people that need your help and you're gypping them if you're not, learning how to set up these systems for you and your clients, for your business, for your family, for your future. What we look for in clients are people who are willing to follow a recipe, guys. I've been doing this now for 10 years. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of women. We have amazing women from all over the world. And I love, yesterday we were doing our live Q&A and, I had got my first high paying client and, oh my God, I sent out that email, Vanessa, and it worked. And oh my God, this happened. This is amazing. The clarity that comes from these calls it's life-changing. The way these women are able to show up and for their children, and show them what's possible instead of saying, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. I mean, that's why I do what I do. So it's, coaching is to me still the most fulfilling and rewarding career that you can have. You're able to directly help people, not with silly things like, oh, this typewriter or, this thing, but like, hey, here's my experience, here's my wisdom, and boom, this can help save people years, time, money, weight. I mean, change their confidence. You can't even put a price tag on this stuff, guys. It's just awesome. And I'm totally obsessed with it and addicted to, helping our clients get results, helping women overcome fear and thrive. That's really why Take Your Power Back Now, was born. That's how it started. This book, Take Your Power Back Now. That was the year of healing that I did. I didn't want to even tell anybody about that story. I was like, oh God, people aren't going to like this. I don't want to be the poster child for emotional abuse, blah, blah, blah. This is so silly. No one's going to like my book. No one's going to read it. Boom. Turned into a best-selling book, got me on Fox, ABC, NBC television, and never looked back. And now we help women all over the world, with their mindset, with their marketing, with their sales processes. What other questions do you guys have for me? I love doing this live, doing these lives. Let me know what other questions you guys have for me. I'm going to take a twirl here. It doesn't even have to be about our topic today. It can be about something else related to your business. I'm just going to take a little twirl. What's up? Donna is here as well. What's my favorite book? Oh, thanks, Jolyn. What coaches have you gotten help from? That's another good question. I have been in this game for 10 years. My favorite book, wow, we have a whole reading list. What do I have here on the table? Well, actually a book that I just recently read on the plane that I think is a great book for all of you new coaches. I'll share two with you here. Number one, so what I'm reading is about leadership and growing my team, and you know, that's another story. I'm reading a book called Double Double, How to Double Your Revenue and Profit in 3 years or Less. I'm reading How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis. I'm reading The Expectation Hangover by Christine Hassler. I'm reading Profit First by Mike, I think his name is Michelovic. But two books I recommend for you guys are The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. Super cool, easy read, bathtub read. It's amazing because it can give you the foundations of the habits that successful salespeople, you have to have this if you want to be in business. And this is a really good one I just read called Virtual Freedom by Chris Ducker, Virtual Freedom. And this is a really cool book about outsourcing. So if you're going to be an online coach, awesome read, highly recommended. I didn't really learn a ton in this book myself because I've been outsourcing for 10 years. But like if I was going to suggest the book to my clients about, because they get asked, who should I hire? What do I do? What's the process? How do you start? This was really cool. Awesome resources in there. It's like, it's all in one. What program do I suggest for funnels, Donna? I like Lead Pages. I don't like ClickFunnels, to be honest with you. It's a total shit show. It's very complicated, but I like Lead Pages because I can do it myself if I really need to. And I think that in the beginning, when you're just you and your business, you should be able to use programs that you could kind of figure out yourself. So I'd suggest Lead Pages. Missy, I don't have a coaching business launch yet. What can I do with making offers now to help in me manifesting the money to join the 10K program? What I suggest you do is make a list. That's a great question, Missy. Who, can you get a credit card? Can you raise the limit on your credit card? Can you get a bank loan? We had one of our clients went out and got a bank loan. And, that was after waiting a year to join my program. The program had gone up in price, but she went to the bank, got a loan. She treated her business like a business. And now she's speaking and doing leadership events in Thailand and all kinds of cool stuff. So get a loan. Do you know banks are in business to loan you guys money? Who do you know that owes you money? Can you make a list of people that would invest in you? Get some money, get a bunch of people to give you $500 each. But here's the deal. You're going to have to be resourceful. What could you sell? Right? You're either going to have your results or you're going to have your excuses, but you can't have both things. And there's so much money that exists in this world. So what could you give people that would be valuable? What could you sell for value? Who could you ask to borrow the money? Who believes in you? Look at kids. We have like a 13-year-old kid, a 12-year-old kid, and a 10-year-old kid. You know what they do on the weekends? They make brownies and they go to our neighbors and they sell them. They buy a box of brownies. I'm so proud of these damn kids, okay? They buy a box of brownies for $3 and they go and they sell the brownies for $50. 13-year-olds can do this, man. You guys can do this. Jolyn, I'm starting to use my Facebook and YouTube. I've met so many women, and the first thing they ask me is, where's your book? How can I connect with you? Would you recommend starting this way? No, you don't need a book in order to start. What you need is a sales attraction system, Jolyn. So check out our 10K in 30-day program. We'll show you how to get that started. No website, no email list, doesn't matter. We help you get started with $5 a day Facebook advertising. What you want to do is you want to solve people's problems for profit, and you want to show up, you want to be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. Write that down, guys. That's the simplest way to make money as a coach. This is how you get started. Be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes. That equals your cash flow. Now, what happens if you're not being visible? Nobody can buy from you. Nobody knows you exist. Okay. So a lot of times new coaches have visibility blocks. They things like, I'm not good enough. I'm not ready yet. Who's going to buy from me? All these negative beliefs. So they're not good on video, blah, blah, blah. So we got to get rid of. Step one is being visible. How are you going to be visible? What's your plan? Are you going to do online video? Are you going to do Facebook ads? Are you going to do webinars? Are you going to do a workshop, speaking events, networking? What's your plan to be visible? We show you 2 ways, online and offline, how to do that in our program. Next, you got to deliver value. What happens if you don't deliver value? Well, then you're just some sleazy freaking salesperson that's not interested in helping people. Your content has to deliver value. A lot of new coaches don't know what is valuable, how to create value. They don't know what to sell that would be valuable. They don't know how to talk about the problems that their audience would pay money for. Or they think they know, but they really don't, because their audience isn't engaged by that. So we teach you how to create value in the marketplace where people see you as the expert who can solve problems. Step number 2. Number 3, make offers to people who can say yes. If you're getting this one wrong, it means maybe you're trying to sell your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother. They're never going to buy your services. You don't have any leads. That's a big problem. Or you live like some of our clients live in the middle of the boondocks in the Yukon. You know, there's nobody there but the caribou. You got to get online. We show you how to do that. So you have to have these 3 things really clear. You have to have a plan, and you have to be executing that plan. Otherwise, you're not going to make money. So we help you get really clear about each part of those 3 steps. Being visible, delivering value, making offers to people who can say yes on a consistent basis is going to give you consistent cash flow in your life. I love these questions, you guys. I'm going to take another sip of my tea, see if there's any other questions. I'm going to refresh the page. What's up, Lisa? What coaches have I gotten help from? Gosh. Oh man. Way back in the day, I did programs with Suzanne Evans, with Pamela Bruner, with Jack Canfield, Wayne Dyer. I met Wayne Dyer. I did a lot of spiritual work, read a lot of books, went to all of the Louise Hay not concerts, but like live events. I met Bruce Lipton. I met Greg Braden. I met Marianne Williamson a few times. Christy Whitman, Law of Attraction. We're going to be here for a long time, because I've been in this game now for 20 years and I'm still learning, and I'm still heavily investing in myself. Probably the most expensive program I've ever taken was a $60,000 a year mentorship with Russ Ruffino. I've worked with Frank Kern. I've bought programs from Jeff Walker. Let me see, who else have I worked with? Who have I not worked with? You know, just kind of my jam here. And it's all been totally valuable and worth it. I've also made a lot of mistakes, and you know what? Those have been worth it too. I learned so much. I learned more from my mistakes than I did from what I did right. Great question, Missy. What's a good way to respond to friends, family who contact me often for free coaching? Just say, hey guys, I have no time because I'm too busy working with my highly paid clients. Go buy this book. They're never going to take you seriously. And if they do, they want free coaching. Like you said, they're not willing to pay for it. Great questions. Absolutely great questions. Hey guys, I have so enjoyed this hour with you. Again, if you want our help, apply here. It's a free call. My team will get on the phone with you and they'll really find out, you know, what's holding you back. What is the problem? Maybe you guys really do have a marketing problem. Maybe you have an email list, you have a website, but your offers aren't hitting the mark. Maybe a lot of you guys have Facebook groups. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know how to start. You know, we get a lot of people that are like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know how to start. Maybe you're having sales conversations and you suck at sales. You need to learn the art of high ticket sales. You need to learn how to engage people and how to have, you know, successful conversations to move people into a yes and get them to pay for your services. Maybe that's where you're stuck. We can help you with that too. Maybe you're stuck on the marketing. Maybe you need to learn, advertising, marketing, offer writing, copywriting. Maybe it's your mindset. Maybe you're still like, I don't know how I could charge $3,000 for what? I don't get it. I'd love the idea, Vanessa, but I just don't know. I don't know if I should talk about this. What story should I use? I got so many stories. I got too many stories. What do I do? What do I pick? Right? The clarity. You want the clarity. We can help you with that. That's really where the power comes from. Clarity is power. Why? Because when you're clear, you get into action. And that action is what's going to bring you the results that you want. Maybe you need a system. Maybe it's time for you and you're like, I've been trying book writing and all these things. You know, writing a book it's going to take you a year. It's going to cost you at least $6,000 to $10,000, and that's not going to bring you any clients. I don't make money off the books, guys. The book is just to show you this. These were like, if I had to do it all over again, I would not write books. Okay, this is a year-long client attraction system. It's a long, long, long journey, and it doesn't have to take you that long. It doesn't have to cost you so much money. So I wish I would have had this 8-week boot camp 10 years ago when I first started. It would have saved me a lot of time and money, heartache, you know, confusion. Oh my God. I'm going to leave you guys with one story here, and that was the story of how I got started. So maybe let me know if you guys have heard this story before. Some of you might have heard the story before, but when I first started out as a coach, oh, I got some more questions here. I'm using Facebook. I've met someone. Okay. When I first started as a coach, I was selling mops, right? So I had this mop program, selling mops for another company. And then all the money that I was making, $500 a day, $1,000 a day, I was hiring these coaches. And I wrote a book. The book cost me $6,000. Okay. Took me over a year, this book, the first one. I self-published it, okay? And I did this like write a book course, and then I had to hire an editor, and I had to get a website. Then I didn't know I wanted to make passive income. So I hired this marketing company, and they charged me, I think it was like $10,000, $1,500 a month. And for this, oh, we're gonna make you an email list and a passive income. Listen, I had nothing at the end of so many months. I was $10,000 now, plus the $6,000 in debt. No clients to show from it, no email list, no products. It was the wrong thing to be doing at the wrong time as an entrepreneur. So now I'm $16,000 in the hole. Then I'm sharing you this story because I'm a millionaire now today, and I make money because I'm effective 10 years into this business with a proven track record of helping hundreds and hundreds and thousands of women around the world. All right. But in the beginning, I was a total failure. I want to share this with you to inspire you, because I don't care where you are today. I don't care if you tell me, Vanessa, I don't have money. I don't know. I'm lost. I've made mistakes before. So what? So have I. Who cares? All right. Failure is a lesson, guys. Success is a lesson applied. That's a writer-downer right there. You should live your whole life like that. Race to make as many freaking mistakes as you can, because it means you're going to get to the freaking success that much faster. So then I got my writing the book, $6,000, the website, $10,000. Then I still didn't know how to market myself. So I paid this woman $5,000 to be marketed in her Christian magazine. Oh, it was going to be so good and so hot. And wow, she's going to send me 200 copies of this magazine. It's going to be delivered to all these. Oh, I got the 200 thing in the mail, in the paper boxes. Looked like somebody printed it on their home freaking computer. Okay. Count with me. $6,000, $10,000, $5,000. How many grands are those? Those are only the big ones that I can remember. Okay. $21,000. Those are only the big programs that I can remember. Forget about the $500,000, $2,000 programs I was taking. I was eating them for supper. I was buying everything. I was going to events. I was getting on a plane. I was flying over here. Still no clients. And I could have given up at that point, you know, with, I don't know, 21 plus $1,000 in the hole. I had a website now, wasn't bringing any clients. I even had a book, still no clients. Okay. Everything, all the money I was making. And I remember this story because I hired my first mentor, it cost me $8,000. And I remember I was spray painting my rusty minivan. Okay. It was November. It was cold outside, and I had to take the what do you call that? It's not, it's that tape, not duct tape. What's the other tape? Metal tape. And I would put it on the rust, and then I would spray paint the minivan because it was falling apart. Okay. And I remember spray painting, and it's cold outside, and I had to get the gloves and the mitts and the spray paint, and I had to cover my mouth with the mask, and oh shit, you know. Then I stepped back and I said, actually looks pretty good. I should go into car remodeling, right? But anyways, I thought to myself at that moment, if my family or my friends were to see me spray painting and fixing my shitty minivan, and I'm spending $8,000 on a mentor, they would think I'm freaking out of my mind. And I remember making the decision that what was more crazy was to keep pretending in my life that selling mops and lint remover was okay. Because it wasn't. Another year of doing something that wasn't my purpose was like the end of the world for me. I was at that moment, I was willing to risk my whole life to maybe get it right. But what I wasn't willing to do anymore was risk the same freaking thing, driving to work, to a job that I hated, that wasn't my purpose. Even though I was making a lot of good money, guys, I was making really good money. Does anybody here disagree with me? $500, $1,000 a day? It's a lot of money, right? A lot of our clients, they're not living under a bridge. They have corporate jobs, but they have no life. You know, they're stressed out. Okay, for me, I was traveling all the time. I made great money, but I had to live in hotel rooms. I couldn't even have a plant. I couldn't even go to a fitness class. I didn't have, forget about relationships. I was on the road. I was a road warrior. Raise your hand if you know about that. On the road all the time. Yeah, I had money, but I was not happy. I was not living my purpose. I knew it. So at that moment outside with the tape, you know, spray painting my minivan, thinking to myself, oh my gosh, if my family or friends find out I'm spending this more money than my rent for a whole year on a freaking mentor, after all the money I've already spent, they're going to think I'm crazy. And you know what? That mentor worked. Holy smokes, did it work. And here we are today. Fast forward 10 years. Fast forward 10 years later, you know, I've got a thriving business. And so I hope that doesn't take you guys 10 years. I hope you guys don't have to hit your head against a freaking wall and invest in all these stupid things like I have. All right, Megan, do you think people should have a Facebook profile page for business, one separate for Facebook that's not personal? Yes, absolutely. You need to start running ads. You need a business page for that. Again, if you want our help, guys, it'd be our absolute pleasure to get on the phone with you and find out what's really holding you back. We've helped thousands of women around the world break through their own resistance, their own procrastination, their own limiting beliefs. Sometimes it's not even about limiting beliefs. Sometimes it's about, you know, just the systems. Hey, Vanessa, just show me what to do and I'll do it. Sometimes it's just being overwhelmed with social media. We can show you how to do that. The best thing to do is apply here today. Get on the phone with a member of our team. It's a free call. They'll spend about 45 minutes with you and ask you some questions and find out where you're stuck. And if it makes sense to work with us, we'll show you how to do that. We don't invite everybody. We get sometimes 30 people a day applying for our programs. And we don't take everybody. We're really looking for people who are serious and committed and are ready. And they're gonna follow our recipe. And if we invite you in, great. I'll see you on the inside. I can't wait. Really cannot wait to meet you and learn more about your business. And if not, then you're gonna get some real clarity. You know, if you're not a right fit for a program, our coaches will give you some really solid next steps to take to help you on your journey and some cool resources. So no matter what, you're gonna get a ton of value from the call. That for sure, I can guarantee you. Do I need to be in the 10K program to be in the affiliate program? Has anyone manifested the money this way? Yeah. Hey, Missy, we just launched our affiliate program, so you can check that out. Absolutely. You can sign up for it. We just created it. So that's awesome. You don't have to be in our 10K program. You can, sign up. Anybody can be an affiliate. That's another way. We've had a lot of clients pay off their whole program. So go ahead and apply for our affiliate program if you want to start sharing marketing, and you can generate sales that way. Absolutely. You don't have to be part of the program. What's a good way to respond to friends, family who kind of coaching? Okay, we got that already. Nikki, you ladies get me creative and figure out how to get the money. There we go. This program has been changing my life. I'm a new coach, like 6 months now, and I know more and have been crazy engagement than some of my friends who've been coaches for 5 years. Hey, thanks for sharing, Nikki. It was so great to see you yesterday. Look at that. I mean, there's a testimonial right there. I know more and have been crazy engagement than some friends who have been coaches for 5+ years. This is the whole point, guys. You can spend years and years trying to do it the cheap way, watching people's videos and free webinars and just gathering a bunch of ideas, but not really feel confident or certain enough to pull the trigger. And you could waste 5 years, or you could get our program, get in and out in 8 weeks and get some sales and get all your systems set up. Not just, learn, set up, running. That's our goal here. So thanks for sharing that, Nikki. Thank you for tuning in with me here today. Thank you for all of your amazing questions. Thank you for showing up live. If you're watching the live replay, please post your questions and comments here below. I'm always checking in here, taking a look in our page, in our group on YouTube. If you guys have other questions, please post them here below. Thank you again for tuning in today. I'm Vanessa Simpkins, wishing you an amazing, rock star, fantastic day. I love you. Lean in and you get everything, guys. This is true for coaching. This is true for just about any goal that you want to get in your life. I guarantee if you keep leaning in, and learning what it is you don't know, you cannot evade success. Success must be yours. I'm not smarter. I'm not prettier. I'm maybe more persistent, but that's about it. I love you guys. Have an amazing day.